Thank you for tuning into my Minds channel. This is Beelzebub. You can find me at The Real Beelzebub. Hey, let's continue on with my 31 Phobias project. Number 6. The fear of terrorism. Now, this is a phobia I believe is probably borderline paranoia. This is a rather new phobia. But terrorphobia, the fear of terrorism. That's right, terrorphobia, the fear of terror, domestic and or foreign. Now, public officials, journalists, and security corporations that spread fears of terrorism doesn't help those who suffer from terrorphobia. In fact, the more the public hears about terror attacks, the greater fear it becomes and more real to them. Now, however, studies were showing that terror attacks were on the decline. Now, I'm not knocking public officials, journalists, and security corporations, but it just seems like we kind of overdo it when we report on certain events more than we should. Terrorphobia is real. The world has changed. Unfortunately, I feel the world has changed forever, but not necessarily for the worse. Yes, technology is definitely affecting our everyday life with such devices such as GPS, the internet, the cell phone, etc. It's amazing how far we have come since just 25 years ago. It's also amazing how easily dependent we have become of them. The information highway is in full throttle, and it's only getting faster and better. With the media now able to send out news bulletins via internet, whether they're correct or not, could only induce more fear and anger for those who suffer from terrorphobia. Now, what do terrorphobics fear? Terrorphobia is a rather new phobia. Some don't consider terrorphobia a real phobia, and that's just schizophrenia. People being totally afraid of entering a tall building for fear of a plane flying into it or some other catastrophic event. Being in a large crowd can begin to feel to a terrorphobiac what a person who suffers from claustrophobia might feel. Spotting an unattended bag or suitcase can drive a terrorphobiac crazy if not discarded or searched through immediately. Now, the war on terror. Now, when the United States declared war on terror, it developed a whole new breed of terrorphobiacs. Not to mention, it heightened an already high sense of fear in those who knew something big was going to happen. After the U.S. declared war on terror, it may have confirmed most of their suspicion, but it only strengthened the terrorphobia in a few others, including those suffering from schizophrenia as well. This is not good. Seeing someone, specifically one of a darker skin tone, on a cell phone can trigger a terrorphobiac. With today's movies and TV, terrorists are often seen detonating a bomb or some other explosive device using a cell phone. Although this technique is shown on screen, it is also a proven method and has been used by terrorists. Now, terrorism is based on fear. Terrorphobia is the fear of terrorism. It's understandable how one may develop terrorphobia. I mean, just look at the world and how people are treating one another. It's a shame, really, but life moves on. It has to. So when you step outside, it's okay to be cautious, to stay alert of your surroundings. It's not okay to break into a frenzy over lost luggage. To a terrorphobiac, terrorism could strike at any time, at any moment. It seems the terrorists succeeded with those who unfortunately suffer from terrophobia. Because that was exactly their agenda, to cause you to live in fear. Congratulations. Now, I'm being sarcastic, of course. However, I feel terrorism can be beaten. Therefore, terrorphobia can be beaten as well. Now, that's just my opinion. I make this claim with no proof or evidence. I'm just trying to use logic. Now, is there hope? Like most other phobias, a cure for terrorphobia is not known. However, there is therapy. Unlike most other phobias, therapy has a higher success rate when dealing with terrorphobia in a stressful situation. In time, handling the outburst over the terrorphobia will become much easier to control. It will become much easier to control. The thought will still be there, and it could quite possibly be there for the rest of your life, but handling the terrorphobia won't be such a nightmare. So, of course, there is hope. There's always hope. It's nice knowing that terrorism has been on the decline worldwide, and that top leaders in popular terrorist outfits have been terminated. In other words, they have been killed. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. I appreciate very much. And I'll see you next time when I'm talking about number 7. Can you guess what that could be? All right. Until then.